This is Module 2, Chapter number 10, More on the Internet. We will be learning in this video session about e-commerce. What is e-commerce? What are the important features of e-commerce, such as B2B, business to business, B2C, business to consumer, C2C, consumer to consumer, and the digital middleman. What are the advantages of e-commerce? What are the drawbacks or the disadvantages of the e-commerce? And the final topic is what is netiquette and what are the safeties over the internet we should follow. I would like to start with this topic, what is netiquette and why it is very necessary to know. The term netiquette is referred as a special set of rules and regulation or the manners that need to be followed while we are using the internet. This is netiquette. That means netiquette indicates about following some set of rules or regulation, or we can say in another word the manners of using the internet, and it is good to us for following this because it can warn us about different malicious or fraudulent activities that are going on over the internet. Now, what are the netiquettes that we need to follow? Such as whenever we are going to write something over the internet, we should always check the spelling before, because it will help the others to understand correctly and properly. While we are mailing someone, we should not use the caps in our mails. And if the caps are used, it may be considered as shouting for the receiver. The third one is need to be always truthful in terms of providing the information over the online. By keeping in our mind about the netiquettes or the rules for safety. And the last one is we should respect the other people's view, although or even we don't agree with them. These are the few mentioned netiquettes or rules and regulation, or we can say the manners or the set of manners for using the internet. Now, what are the safeties we should follow while we are on the online? Such as number 1, we should not reveal our personal information on the internet, such as the address, the phone number, the parents' work address, or the name or location of your home, etc. The second one is we should not give out the personal password or user ID to anyone Third one is we should not send our personal picture or the personal data over the internet. And it is very noteworthy that we should not respond quickly to any malicious or unscrupulous messages. These are the few safeties we should follow for internet. Now, what is e-commerce? In general sense, we can say e-commerce is referred to as the process of exchange of goods and services by paying money. E-commerce is defined as the process of exchange of goods and services for money. And in this area, three different peoples are involved. They are buyer, seller, and the producer. These are known as the parties of commerce. Am I clear? There are three different parties of commerce such as buyers, sellers, and producer. These buyers, sellers, and producers are mainly involved as a parties in commerce, and commerce is the process of exchanges of goods and services for money. Now, who are the buyers? Buyers are those people with money who want to purchase the goods or services. Suppose you want to buy a mobile, that means you want to avail the service of mobile or goods, and you have the money, and in order to buy this you have to pay the money. That means you are the buyer. Now the sellers are mainly those people who offer or provide the goods or services to the buyers, such as the company. Mobile manufacturing company are mainly the sellers of mobiles, and we are the buyers of mobiles. Clear? Now the sellers are of two types: retailers and the wholesalers or the distributors. Retailers are those sellers who directly sell the products to the buyer. But wholesaler or distributors are those sellers who sell their products directly to the retailer or any other business personnel. Once again I repeat, sellers are those people who offer or provide the goods or services to the buyers, and depending on the selling mode we can divide the seller into two categories. Number one is retailer, another one is wholesaler or the distributor. Retailers are those persons who sell directly their products or their goods to the buyers after buying their products from the producer. Clear? But wholesaler or distributors are those persons who sell directly their products from the buyers, from the producers to the retailers or other business personnel. Producers, they are those people who create the service or goods or products, and they sell their products to the buyers or to the any sellers or any retailers or any wholesaler or distributors. Therefore, we can say a good producer is always mentioned as a good seller, because he may or she may sell their products to either wholesaler, retailer, or directly to the consumer. In another word, we can also say the commerce is referred to the process of buying and the selling of products or service or goods And from this concept of commerce, the term e-commerce has been in existence. E-commerce, E is electronic, commerce means commerce. That means e-commerce means electronic commerce. The commerce in general sense is physical, but e-commerce is electronical. Why? Because such kind of buying and selling of products is done over the internet. Am I clear? The main difference between commerce and e-commerce is done over the internet, but the commerce is done physically, where buyers, sellers and producers are directly involved. Clear? And e-commerce is the good platform of doing the business over the internet. Nowadays it has grown its popularity in India. Now, what are the features of commerce? See, first of all, it is a good way of doing business over the internet. Different companies have set up their own websites that mainly provide the description of their products over the internet, about their products and services, so that consumer can buy by choosing their demands or fulfilling their wants by using the debit card or credit cards, e-banking, net banking, etc., cash on delivery facilities. As the online purchasing is done over the internet, the e-commerce companies must follow one strict instruction, that is, they must implement the extra security features first for the buyer, as all kind of payments is done over the internet through the gateway of online payment. There are 4 kinds of e-commerce models at present: B2B, business to business; B2C, business to consumer; C2C, consumer to consumer; and the digital middleman. These are the 4 e-commerce models. Now, in the business to business or B2B model, the transaction means buying and selling. This is taken place between the companies to companies. For example, a company will sell or buy the products from the other company through the internet. This is the transaction of what? Business to business or B2B. Now come to the next model, that is the B2C or business to consumer. In this case, the transaction or buying or selling of products is involved between a company and a customer. For example, a company, suppose, has established a website on the or over the internet by providing some informations about its own products and services on the internet. Now this helps the customer to order any product after gaining the information about the product from that site of that company. This is business to consumer. Clear? Suppose any mobile manufacturing company has its own websites and it is selling their own product mobile after giving the features, special features or a specification of the product over the internet through a particular website, and after visiting that website by the buyers such as we, and if we want to buy that mobile, then we have to follow the product specification given on the internet of that company. This relationship between or transaction buying or selling mode of that company and between that company and between us is known as the business to customer, B2C. Now third one is the consumer to consumer mode of e-commerce, and this type of e-commerce transaction is mainly involved between the consumer to consumer or consumer to individual. For example, the real example is auction. Auction is the consumer to consumer e-commerce model where the individual consumers put up their items and other individual consumers bid for them. What are the examples of such kind of e-commerce, such as ebay.com, olx.com? These are the a few examples of commerce, consumer to consumer. Now the last one is what is digital man. This is also the model of e-commerce, and it is referred to as the e-commerce model, which mainly provides the information about the different products or the goods or the services from many other different companies. What are the examples? Such as a company, suppose, is gathering information from all those companies about the products or the services, such as car, computer, hardware or services, travel, tourism, etc. And by gathering this kind of information, if that company displays such informations about their products, and in order to avail such kind of facilities or facilities of services, that company will charge a commission. That means a commission is charged for any transaction, that means buying or selling in this case. Let's take a real example. Suppose you want to travel to Switzerland. Now in India there are different companies of different companies which are related to tourism sector, and as you want to visit the Switzerland, you must have to gather some information about the Switzerland, how to go, then for how many days you want to reside in Switzerland, what will be the cost of traveling, etc., etc. And if a company is willingly want to provide you such kind of information or facilities, then the relationship or transaction between you and that company is known as the digitally middleman type of e-commerce. Clear? And if you are interested to visit the Switzerland, after getting the information from that company, you have to pay a fixed commission charge to that company, as this company is providing you each and everything or A to Z about the Switzerland. Clear? This is kind of the mode of transaction which is known as the digitally middleman mode of e-commerce. Now what are the advantages of e-commerce? Such as over traditional buying and selling, e-commerce provides different types of advantages, such as number one, e-commerce is available 24/7, and it is also easier to start a business as no special setup cost is required. Mainly the setup costs are relatively very much low. It also offers better service to the consumers because the distance is the no matter of any hindrance, and we the consumer can select easily any product, and we have also the greater number of choices from the different products, and the transaction, that is the process of buying and selling, is relatively faster, and it is also the convenience of shopping from the home over the internet from the e-commerce platforms. Now, what are the disadvantages or drawbacks of using e-commerce? Number one is, nowadays it is very concerned about the data security and the possibility of fraud case, as the sensitive information such as credit card information, numbers, etc. may be stolen and misused, and keeping this thing, the e-commerce company should improve their e-security for doing e-commerce over the internet, and this is the issue which promotes any hesitation for online buying by the consumer. And another drawback is we cannot examine any product which we want to buy physically, and in order to solve this problem, the e-commerce platform can use the three-dimensional product image by using any software in order to resolve that, so that the consumer can experience about the product, and they may be satisfied for buying. These are the mentioned few disadvantages of the e-commerce. Thanks for watching.